Hello and good day. Welcome to our video channel, God's Promises. And today's video will be a fast, concise overview, Book of 1 Chronicles, chapter 11. Let's get started now. The Book of 1 Chronicles is a historical account of the Israelites, covering the time from Adam to the return of the exiles in the 5th century BC. The first 9 chapters of the book contain genealogies, which trace the lineage of Israel's tribes and their ancestors. However, in chapter 11, the narrative shifts to the reign of King David and his rise to power. In the beginning of the chapter, the elders of Israel came to David in Hebron and anointed him king over Israel, just as the Lord had promised. David then led his army to capture the stronghold of Jebus, which became known as Jerusalem. The Jebusites had previously believed their fortress was impenetrable and mocked David for thinking he could conquer it. However, David's army proved too strong, and they took the city, establishing it as the new capital of Israel. After settling in Jerusalem, David became more powerful, and many of his mighty men joined him, including Joab, Abishai, and Benaiah. These men were known for their bravery and loyalty, and they helped David to establish his kingdom and expand his territory. They fought battles against the Philistines and other enemies of Israel, and God gave them victory. One of David's most well-known feats was his defeat of Goliath, a giant Philistine warrior who had challenged the Israelites to send out a champion to fight him. David, then just a young shepherd boy, volunteered to fight Goliath and used a slingshot to strike him in the forehead, killing him. This victory solidified David's reputation as a great warrior and leader. Throughout his reign, David remained committed to following God's commands and leading his people in righteousness. He sought to establish justice and righteousness in Israel, and he was known for his wisdom and understanding. He wrote many of the Psalms, which expressed his devotion to God and his desire to lead Israel in worship. The story of David's rise to power in 1 Chronicles 11 teaches us several valuable lessons. First and foremost, it reminds us that God is the one who establishes leaders and gives them power. David did not become king because of his own strength or wisdom, but because God had chosen him and anointed him for the task. As followers of God, we should trust in his sovereignty and seek to follow his will in all things. Second, the story of David's mighty men teaches us the importance of loyalty and bravery in serving God's purposes. These men were willing to risk their lives for their king and for their country, and they became known for their courage and dedication. As Christians, we should also be willing to take risks and stand up for what is right, even when it is difficult or dangerous. Finally, David's commitment to righteousness and justice reminds us of the importance of living according to God's commands. David was not perfect, but he sought to follow God's will and to establish a righteous kingdom in Israel. As Christians, we should also seek to live in accordance with God's word, doing what is right and just in all areas of our lives. In conclusion, 1 Chronicles 11 is a powerful reminder of God's sovereignty and the importance of following his will in all things. It teaches us about the qualities of leadership, loyalty, bravery, and righteousness, and it challenges us to live our lives in accordance with God's commands. May we be inspired by the example of David and his mighty men and seek to serve God with all our hearts, minds, and souls. Thank you for visiting us today. Please share with us your favorite Bible chapter below in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help our channel grow. Looking forward to see you back here for our next video. Always take good care.